When we were babies, we spent every single day on the ground, on our hands, standing up. We were very mobile. You see babies getting into deep squats with ease. And now as we get older, we spend less and less time on the ground, and it shows. We are less mobile in our hips, our ankles, and it's because we're not getting on the ground. We're more liable to fall over in our older, elderly ages. So getting on the ground, doing some of these stretches that I'm going to show you is very beneficial. And I do these every day to wake up, get me energized, get blood flowing throughout my body, and at night to stretch me out once again and help me sleep a little bit better. So here we are on the ground. My favorite, we're just gonna start right with the hamstrings, and we're gonna get a little wet. The grass is pretty soggy. I'm in sweatpants. I don't have my yoga mat, so that's okay. I'm just gonna go straight into some hamstrings. If this does not work for you, just put one leg in, try your best to get over here. If you can, start with the two. Maybe it's here, here. If you got this, even if you don't, I want you to go side to side here. Point the toe, stretch, and back. If you got the toes, stretch here. And I want to keep it pretty dynamic. So you're not going to see me just sitting around a lot. You're going to see me moving, leaning into these positions. Right from here, we can go into a 90-90. So I'm trying to create a 90-degree angle in my knees here. And I'll scoot this way. And then I'm just going to open up this way. So try and keep your feet on the ground the whole time. You're going to kind of lean back a little bit, keep your core tight. And this is going to really open up these hips. If this is too challenging, just sit right here and lean into each side. So you're coming down, over to here, and you're just coming down onto this 90 degree. Of course, from here, you could just go straight into kind of a lotus or just cross-legged position. We used to sit like this. I remember sitting like this all the time during school in my younger years. And now from here, we can kind of roll onto these hips. It's keeping my ankles very mobile as well because they're getting pinched down. One of my favorites, a wide-legged lunge here. I've got support onto the ground, knee is up, and then I can do all sorts of different movements here from this position. I can lean down in, twist my spine, and you can see here that I'm pushing through this hand. I can open up, I can come through, taking this leg inside more, and now we're getting back into like that 90 degree, it's called a pigeon here, and you can bend down, you could drop all the way down here and lean over, or just keep it right here, roll it out. Right from here, a perfect stretch would be going into the hamstring here. So now my knee is back down. On this, I could drive into here and go stand back up here. Hamstring. Always switch sides. Once again, support on the ground. My back leg is up, so I'm getting a nice hip flexor stretch here. If that's too much, just put that knee down and you're here. Next, I can go here on my knees. I can go back to here, or if you're very advanced, you can drop all the way back, stretch out the hip flexors here. This stretch feels amazing, very challenging though. So like I mentioned, if this is too much, start here, or if simply just sitting on your knees like this is a lot, this could be a good position to just begin with. I used to take a lot of yoga classes. Downward dog is one of the best positions. So you're just up here and you can really walk the dog out. So you're coming high on one leg, stretching on the other. One of my tighter spots is this back hip right here. So I'll really push it out and stretch into it here. And then from here, we can go into Cobra. Great for the abs. Back, push up, downward dog, back to here. Nothing like the smell of some good dirt, getting my feet into the grass. You just get into this flow state where you're not thinking about anything else. You're just moving, you're playing. That's what a lot of this movement comes down to as well. Don't get too rigid where, okay, now I need to do 10 seconds of this movement. Like, just feel what feels good and sit in that and manipulate it in a way that it's suiting you. You know, I love to get on the ground here and walk around on my ankles here, on my toes, but it's stretching out my ankles. And in this position, everybody should be able to get down and do different types of movement, opening the hips here. Literally, if you do this every day, your life will change. You will become so much more mobile. And it'll help you to just get up off the ground so quick. So if you're gonna do anything from what I'm showing you, this is it right here. Forward fold, letting these arms hang. Once again, leaning side to side. Down here, go into a squat. Back down, squat, chest up. Now, a lot of the movement when I come into the upper body, I love to do a lot of floor work for my lower body, and then I do a lot of spinal twisting and opening up, swinging of my arms, more dynamic movements for my upper body. So I'll go through a few of those as well. So I'll do some chest openers here. And this could go straight into pretty aggressive shoulder circles. Of course, take it the other way. And just spinal twist. Punch here, there. Every day, multiple times throughout the day. Take it high, take it low. Be able to get through my hips here, some hip circles. Shoulder over the body and twist. Great for the back of the shoulder here, your rear delt. Arms overhead. Amazing stretch for the lats. Tricep, bring it down here. You want to be able to grab your arms from the back. So we want to get muscular, but we also want to be mobile, flexible, athletic, be able to run, jump, get off the ground very easily, and still have some good muscle because it looks good and it's very functional. Having muscle helps you get off the ground much easier. But if you don't get on the ground, stretch out your joints, you're not going to be as mobile. You're just going to be a big brute that has strong muscles, but you don't know how to use them in different planes. So I get on the ground every day, do tons of movements to stretch myself out. And it just feels so good to be outside. I feel alive. I'm getting blood flow into my legs, my whole body. Great way to start the morning. It's an early morning here. I'm fasted, got no food in me, and I'm just coming out. I'm getting fresh oxygen into my lungs, and I feel loose. I feel ready to go. Whew. Definitely go ahead and try those out. Let me know how you like them, and I'll see you on the next video.